Hey, welcome everybody. Happy what day of the week is it? It is Tuesday. Oh my god. Yeah, I have no track of time anymore. But yeah, it is Tuesday night. We're ready for some horror trivia tonight. Yes, I'm very excited about doing this. I'm going to try to do this more frequently. I have plans to do this monthly. I have it actually, one of these plugged into my schedule every month for the next couple of months, in lieu of doing something for a Monday video. These are easier to put together at work. So I wrote most of these questions while I was at work. So I'm going to switch up the game a little bit, do it a little bit this time. There's going to be some different rules and some different ways to do it. This time we're going to talk about that in just a minute. I'm going to start the game officially after some more people arrive. I like to give people at least 10 minutes to get here before we start doing it and playing. It's a horror-filled night. I am at home. I'm off today. I did a lot of editing work this morning, doing a bunch of stuff there. Christy is currently in a horror situation. She's in downtown Los Angeles, currently in a blood-filled room. She's working on some American Horror Story spin-off kind of show or something like that, and like she's been sending me pictures of like all these gory rooms and stuff like that. So she's in a horror environment right now as well. Stella is not in a horror environment. She's actually just up on the landing hanging out playing Roblox, which is not very horror oriented. But yes, been trying to obviously keep some things going, even with the work schedule and with working a 40-hour-a-week job or anything. Just trying to get that going. Have Mondays things still be present. And I think I've been doing a pretty good job of trying to keep up with it. I know some of the other things. And look at this. Sean Mesler's here, a member of my actual horror trivia team that we will be with on it's not tomorrow, Sean. It's Thursday. We're not playing tomorrow, right? But yes, Sean is actually on my horror trivia team that we play on in Burbank. There's a thing called Dead Right Horror Trivia that I go to that is a very good time. And every month it is super challenging. Like, you think that the questions I give you guys are tough. The questions at Dead Right Horror Trivia are like 5 times harder. And we have a team that shows up, or the teams can be 5 or 6 people. It's pretty crazy. It's like all industry people. So everyone in that room like either has some sort of connection to the horror industry. There's like a lot of makeup effects guys. I think one of the most amazing achievements where we were there on the night that they did a Tom Holland theme round, and Tom Holland read the questions, and we won the Tom Holland round. So Tom Holland actually came over and gave us the prize, which was pretty cool. But there's been all kinds of people there doing the questions. And yes, Spikes wants to know if you guys are any good. And yeah, we're pretty damn good. We've won a lot. We actually were one of the few teams there to win 3 nights in a row, 3 times in a row. And if you win 3 games in a row, then the next one you can actually host. So we actually got to host and ask the questions. And I asked a bunch of questions that were actually timeline related. Go figure. But there you go. It's always a good time, and it's a lot of fun. It was crazy. Like the guy that wrote and directed Barbarian was there the night, like the weekend that came out. The guy that I forget his name, but the guy that wrote the new Hellraiser movie is there all the time. The guy that played Art the Clown was there last time. There's always people around, and it's always a very cool thing to go to. I love going to it. It's fun. It's always a good time. So tonight, here's what we're doing. We're doing something a little bit different. I know that on the last couple of times that we've done this, the way that we've been doing it has been that the first couple of people that answer get a point. And it seems to favor people that have either a faster internet connection or a faster typers or anything along those lines. So I kind of wanted to do something a little bit different this time. So we're doing a different kind of challenge in that what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the questions harder. The questions are really hard tonight, I think. There's not all of them are really hard, but some of them are pretty damn hard. But the key thing is that I'm going to give a time frame, and that time frame I believe is going to be 15 seconds. And in that 15 seconds, you guys can answer. Anyone that answers correctly within that 15 seconds will get a point. So it may take me a little bit longer to tally up the points in between the questions. So I apologize if there's a little bit of a longer gap in between the questions as I tally up everyone's scores. But this way, people will be able to get on the board more, and we'll be able to score more points and to get on the board if you're not a fast typer. Because of that, I'm going to actually say that there can be there's no I'm going to be spelling is going to count. Spelling is going to be important, and abbreviations will not be counted, and you have the time to actually type them out properly. So we've got a little bit longer gap of time. So because of that, I want everyone, I will be counting spelling, and if you abbreviate, for instance, very commonly, if the answer is A Nightmare on Elm Street, someone will put NOES, that will not be acceptable. So that's an important thing. Also, if because this is going to come into play, if there is a gap in the words, for instance, like something called horror show or whatever like that, if it's horror space show, it needs to have that space. If it's horror show, just one word with no space, it needs to not have that space. So important stuff there. And that will also eliminate the whole if the way that I see it versus the way you see it thing that has happened before. So let me see. Spike says that they are already hard enough. Well, they are pretty hard. And this time around, they are also fairly hard. So yes, Sir Dunny's first time. Let's go. I hope you're ready. I hope you're prepared. Brian C. said, hello, everybody here. Kirok at 2011 is his first time. So the point thing works is basically, here's how it's going to go. We're going to start the round. The questions will be up on the screen. As soon as I finish reading them, I will count off the counter. We'll have 15 seconds to answer the question. You just put the answer directly into the chat. And at the ending of 15 seconds, I will mark it. And anybody above that who answered it correctly will get a point. So that's it. Some of the later rounds may be multiple points. And also because, I like money, if anybody wants to donate via Super Chat, you will get bonus points for that as well, too. Mod Squad Network says they finally saw the last Amityville movie and loved it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. If you haven't watched the last Amityville movie, I hope you will do so. I'm very proud of it. I like it quite a bit. But so there you go. Yes, like John Blues said, Creep Show, perfect example. If you put Creep space show, that's not correct. Creep Show, one word. So, all right. I'm going to give it a few more minutes. I'll start at 7:15 just to kind of give some more people time to arrive because it seems to be the peak of when people come in terms of time frame now. But yes, John Blue says it's on Tubi now. You can also go on Amazon. It's on Amazon Prime where you can rent it or buy it if you want to have it in your collection forever. You can also go to SRS Cinema and buy the Blu-ray, which they still have copies of. And it's on DVD now, too. You can actually get it through DVD there also. In the meantime, I will also say that I'm still taking pre-orders for the brand new 80s Project 1981 book, which is not available yet, but it will be available in a couple of weeks. If you would like one, I did a live stream on Sunday with instructions on how to purchase one and how to get one ahead of time. So just go on there. But yes, I'm excited about that. And the 80s Project sci-fi book will follow very shortly. Yeah, all right. We're about ready to get going. And Spice says, you sign copies. Yes, they are signed copies available. If you check out Sunday's live stream, which is on the channel, you can actually just go check it out. It will give instructions because you can get the book in either a regular version or a deluxe signed with a sticker version. It'll tell you exactly how to do that right there. But yes, indeed. But yes, Mike Grimes says, still got to pick up the Blu-ray for The Last Amityville. It is available on Blu-ray. There is an outtake reel on there. There's 2 different commentaries on there. There's some good fun stuff. The bloopers has there's a scene where I'm talking to somebody on the other side of the door, and when we filmed it, Christy was the voice on the other side of the door, and I have included the scene with Christy doing the voice of the spooky person on the other side of the door, which was very fun. So, nice book. It looks pretty thick. It is thick. It's 200 and some pages. It's pretty good. I really wanted to make sure, because it's $29.95, and I really wanted to make sure that people got a good value. So it's a good thick book. It's full color, and it is hardcover. So I really don't want to make sure that you're getting your money's worth, and that it's kind of a deluxe thing. I wanted it to feel like old school encyclopedia kind of things. And once they're up on a shelf, all of the years, it'll be a really cool looking thing. So your friendly Uncle Pete is here, but he's at the movie theater. He's going to see Deadpool versus Wolverine tonight, he told me. So he will not be here. But enjoy your 4th time seeing that movie that I did not really think was that great. But oh well. John Warham said it looks like a textbook. It kind of feels like a textbook. I was hoping for that. My other goal, this was the 1981. This is the one that's already available. I kind of wanted it to sort of feel and look like an old VHS box, like one of the old hard shell boxes that they had. Was kind of the other goal I had. It's close. It has that same kind of vibe. All right. Who's ready for some trivia? Who's ready for round 1 of trivia? Man, oh man, I'm so ready for this. I got my pen ready to go, keep some score. Got my timer all set up to keep track of the time. And yeah, we're ready to go. But yeah, Phantom Horse didn't like Deadpool 3 either. Yeah. You know what? It was fun. I had a good time watching it, but it's one of those movies that the second you start thinking about the plot and the story, it completely falls apart. Jason says, I love 10 unanswered questions. Yes, had one of my questions. I did. I had an old boss when I worked for Victorinox, which is the Swiss Army company. My boss's name, the regional manager, he was the head of all those stores in the U.S. His name was Jason Dyer, same exact name. And he was a good guy. He was all right. So, okay, here we go. Let's go. Ready? August 2024. I hope you are ready. I hope I'm ready. All right. Okay. Sir Dunning wants to know how long is trivia tonight. I'm not sure. It sometimes goes an hour and a half, but I have a feeling I have less rounds tonight than normal because of I think the scoring is going to take me a little longer. So I'm shooting for around an hour, but it might be an hour and a half. All right, here we go. Round 1 is called Nifty 50. All of these movies came out in 1974. So these are all questions about movies from 1974. And all of these movies are now 50 freaking years old, which I don't know if you guys know, but things that are 50 years old are very old. Okay, here it comes. Question number 1. As soon as I finish reading off the question, I will start timing. If you get the answer correct within that time frame, you get a point. Here we go. Question number 1. The narration for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre was famously done by a young John Larroquette. He has stated for payment, he received a single one of these. What did John Larroquette receive for payment for the voiceover? He got a single one of them. What did he get? And I realize 15 seconds is too short, so I'm going to go to 30 seconds for each question. Still got time. John LaRoquette, otherwise known as Dan Fielding. I always call him Dan Fielding. And that is time. And Cody Hatfield is the last one in the 30-second mark. And he is correct with that answer of a joint. He received a single marijuana cigarette. So Cody gets the, oops. I'm going to start this. This may take me a little while. Cody gets a point. Josh Woodrum gets a point. Alex gets a point. Can't get no has it correct. Jay Stacks is correct. Michael Grimes is correct. Joseph is correct. Mary Lou Maroney. Alan Plum. Clay, this is not correct, but I love this answer. A hug. Spikes is correct. Phantom Orchestra. Mike Savage. Sir Dunny. Thomas O'Brien. Joshua Kennedy. Bad Wolf 815. Lots of points, guys. Good. And Otis Driftwood. All right. So those are all the people got that one correct. Good job. Whoops. Clear that. All right. Also, I don't think that this is going to come into play because we haven't had this before with previous things, but sometimes we have this whenever the answer is a number. But there's only one answer. Any multiple answers will be only your first answer will be counted. So you only get one shot. Okay, so here we go. The next one. Your next question is, in Black Christmas, Margot Kidder's character of Barb is killed with this item. What is it? What does Barb get killed with? Uncle Pete would have known this if he was here because this is his favorite movie. But Barb is killed by what item in the movie Black Christmas? We're coming up on that 30 seconds. And we are going to call it right there. Joshua Kennedy is the final answer within that 30 seconds. And the answer is a unicorn. It's a glass unicorn. So a point for Josh, a point for Alan, a point for Cody, a point for Alex, a point for Brian. A point for Tracy. Mary Lou Maloney. And Daniel. Michael Grimes. Sean Robertson. Okay. Major Blazer, I want a little bit more specific than just statue. I'm sorry, I'm not. I would want either a glass statue or a unicorn statue. I'd want probably something a little more specific. All right, here we go. Question number 3. I don't even remember what these questions are. So here we go. Question number 3. The movie Deranged is loosely based on this real-life serial killer. The movie Deranged is loosely based on this real-life serial killer. And, all right. All right, time is going on. Still got time to get in there. And we're approaching that 30-second mark. So if you know the answer, get it in. And we're going to end it at the Mod Squad. Whoop. Whoops, sorry. Sorry. The fun guy is the final one with the correct answer there in the time frame. The correct answer is Ed Gein. Okay. And again, I have to say, once again, I'm going for spelling. So if it's misspelled, it's not going to count. Joshua Kennedy, Edward Gein, the full name. Where are you? There you are. Michael Grimes, Phantom Orchestra, Lord Vlagar, Alex M, Thomas O'Brien, Can't Get No, oops, and then John Blues, Scenes from the Couch on the board, Don A. Young, Josh Woodrum, Tracy Palma, Joseph Trickley, Cody Hatfield, Alan Plum gets a point. Sir Dunny. A lot of you guys got in this one. This apparently was. I thought this one was harder, but apparently it was not. Clay Harrison. I thought I. Jeffrey Peters. Spikes. I will take just Gein. I was hoping for Ed Gein, but I will take Gein since that at least does get across. So it is. Brian Wargle. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right. Yeah, Joe. Yeah, Cody, you're right. You did get it wrong. All right. Next one. Next question. Get ready. Get the timer ready. Here we go. Young Frankenstein actually takes a chunk of its plot from one of the original Frankenstein sequels. Which one? Which Frankenstein sequel did Young Frankenstein sort of adapt? We're getting close on that 30 seconds. This one seems to have stumped a lot of you guys. And we have hit the time frame, and the final answer within the time frame was Don Young. But the correct answer is actually the first one with the correct answer. Whoops, is Jay Stacks. Because the correct answer is Son of Frankenstein. Son of Frankenstein. A very large chunk of the plot of Young Frankenstein is an adaptation of Son of Frankenstein because it is a Frankenstein child that is coming back who denounces the works of his father, comes back to the castle, uncovers his experiments, and then becomes obsessed with then recreating them. So it takes quite a bit of that from there. Point for J Stacks. Aaron Kelly had that correct. Grimaldi. This one seemed to have gotten a lot of you guys. All right, that's it. All right, so that one's a little bit tougher. All right, so here we go. This is, I believe, the final question of this round, of the first round. Question number 5. Phantom of the Paradise may be influenced by the Phantom of the Opera, but it also shares a lot of similarities with what other piece of classic fiction? All right, timing has been started. What are the similarities? What other piece of classic fiction is sort of also adapted in Phantom of the Paradise, which is a pretty damn underrated and fun movie? All right, we're running out of time here, and we're going to call it. And Mary Lou Maloney has that correct answer of Faust. Yeah, it's very much like half Phantom of the Opera and half Faust. Jeffrey Peters is correct on that. Cody Hatfield is correct on that. Alan Plum. Grimaldi. Can't Get No. Josh Woodrum. Daniel. Brian Wargle. Alex M. Rob M. on the board. Tracy Palma. Oh, I know you're there. Phantom Orchestra. Seeds from the Couch. Thomas O'Brien. And Aaron Kelly all scored a point on that round. Good job, guys. Good job. I wish it was, but no, the Bryant Yuzna Faust is sort of also an adaptation of the book, I guess. It's really very broadly adapting it. Not so much. Okay. I believe that's it, right? Let me see if this is question number 6. Oh, sorry. There is one more question in this round. There is one more question here. Sorry. Question number 6. Black Christmas wasn't the only Bob Clark film from 1974, since he also directed this film about a Vietnam vet coming home after being killed. What is it? What other film did Bob Clark direct in 1974? What is that movie? And this movie has 2 names. I'll take either one. And that is 30 seconds. And anything after Sir Dunny will not be counted. The answer is either Death Dream, or I will also accept Dead of Night. Either one of those is correct. As long as you have Death Dream as a single word, because it is just one word, Death Dream across. So let's tally up those points. That's a point there for Sir Dunny. There's a point for Jay Stacks. A point for Joseph. Scenes from the Couch. Joshua Kennedy. Thomas O'Brien. Jalen Jones with the Dead of Night. Josh Woodrum. Jeffrey Peters. Rob M. Tracy Palma. Brian Wargle. And that is it. That's all the correct answers within the 30 seconds. All right. But yeah, Uncle Sam, I believe, was 90s. I want to say it was like 90 or 91. Pretty late in there. All right. I'm pretty sure that that's it now. I'm pretty sure that after this, we go on to the next round, but I will double check my notes really quick. No, sorry. There's one more question, one more 1974 oriented question. Here we go. The final question of 1974, Nifty 50. Here we go. Get ready. Saul Bass, legendary title creator, also made a few films himself, including 74's Phase 4, about what killer creatures? All right. What monsters or creatures are the villains of Phase 4? What are the bad guys in Phase 4, which I haven't seen for a while? This is a movie I'm probably due a rewatch on because I haven't seen this in ages. But I've definitely seen this a couple of times back in the day. So, all right, we've hit our 30-second point. We're going to cut it off at the fun guy who did have the correct answer of ants. Phase 4 is about evil ants. Fun guy got it correct. Alex M. Point there. Aaron Kelly's correct. Alan Plum. Daniel Nicholas. Sir Dunny. Sean Robertson. I know I have you on here. There you are. Thomas O'Brien. Rob M. Clay, I wish it was Dung Beatles. That'd be a really terrifying movie. Scenes from the Couch. Jay Stacks. Oops. Joseph Trickley. Josh Woodrum. Cody, Desert Ants. That is correct. Getting even more specific. Jeffrey Peters. Tracy Palmer. Graham Audi. Phantom Orchestra. And that's it. All right, you guys doing really good. We're doing really good here. Oh, Sean, you had the wrong answer? Did you? Did I get that wrong? Oh, yes. I'm sorry. You're correct. I saw rants and I saw rats and I somehow got ants. You're correct. I will take the point away. You're right. Thank you, guys. Man, cannot see that. But yes, Saul Bass is the guy who worked with Hitchcock. He's the guy that did who did the opening bit of Psycho. And Alan Plum, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the super chat. I super appreciate it. And you get some bonus points. We're going to get 2 bonus points for Alan for super chat, which is very awesome. Thank you, because I can be bought. All right, here we go. The next round. I'm sorry, guys. It's time for Amity Calamity. Oh, that's right. I'm going to read you the description of one of the unofficial Amityville sequels. And you have to tell me which one. And the last Amityville movie is not one of the answers. I will tell you that right off the bat. I hope you're ready. Here we go. The first one has several titles, and I will accept any of 3. There are 3 titles that this one goes by, and I'll accept any one of the 3. Here we go. Number 1. Jessica accepts an invitation to study at the private and exclusive Amityville Academy. After her induction, she realizes that it's a coven of evil witches. What is the title of this Amityville sequel? What is it? I'm so sorry about this one. All right. We're reaching that 30 seconds. Get them in there. If you've got them, get them in there. All right. 30 seconds is up, and we're going to cut it off with the final correct answer as Josh Woodrum. The correct answer is either Amityville Witches or Witches of Amityville Academy. I'm going to give Josh a point. but it also, I believe, under some releases, it just shows up, and I will accept it as just Witches of Amityville, which I'll also accept that. So Mad Respect is on the board. Alex M. Rob M. Amityville Witches. Jeffrey Peters. I believe it was called just plain Witches of Amityville. I believe that was the title in England, so we'll be able to tell who's possibly overseas. Lord Blagar, Witches of Amityville, Cody. I swear I'm not. I hope I'm not. Aaron Kelly with the Witches of Amityville. Michael Grimes said Amityville Witches, which is correct. All right. Good job. Good job, guys. That one is Amityville Witches. Witches of Amityville Academy is actually not bad. It's actually half decent. I thought it was pretty good. All right, here we go. The next one. After unexpectedly and mysteriously inheriting his estranged grandmother's mansion, Stanley DeFeo finds himself in the small town of Amityville, surrounded by family secrets and a sinister plot against him. Which Amityville sequel is that one? Starting the timer, you got 30 seconds to figure out which one this is. Oh my God. This might be the hardest one. This could possibly be the hardest one. This one is funny because in my Amityville video, I made a joke because there's a small child that if you look at what he's saying, it looks as if he's mouthing the words pee pee poo poo. And I have official confirmation from the director that is exactly what he's saying. The little boy is saying pee pee poo poo. So I'm very happy about that. And that is 30 seconds. It is up. Scenes from the couch. Whoop is the final one with that correct answer. Amityville Cult is what that one is. It is Amityville Cult. Jay Stacks knew that, as did Phantom Orchestra. Fun Guy knew that also. Joseph. Thomas O'Brien. Sir Dunny. Josh Woodrum. The Mad Respect. Michael Grimes. Cody. Alex. Jeffrey Peters. And I believe that's it. That is it. All right. Good job, guys. Excellent job. Here we go for number 3, the third Amityville challenge. Are you ready? Number 3. Following the tragic death of her parents, Fawn Harriman discovers that she has inherited a theater in the town of Amityville. She, along with 3 friends, decide to spend the weekend there looking the place over. Which Amityville movie is that? Which unofficial Amityville sequel is that from? Lord Blagar says it's always funny when back boxes call Amityville a small town. It is definitely not a small town. It is like a big bustling community. All right. Getting close to that 30 seconds. Let's get those answers in. And we have hit 30 seconds. The correct answer is the Amityville Playhouse. J Stacks is our cutoff on the 30-second mark. Good job there. Phantom Orchestra. Amityville Playhouse, which I also think is actually pretty fun. It has a couple of, it gets a little slow in the middle, but it's actually pretty damn watchable. Rob M. The Fun Guy. You guys know your Amityvilles. Alan Plum. The Mad Respect. Sir Dunny. Michael Grimes. Yes, it did, I believe, go by Amityville Theater. It had that title occasionally. Thomas O'Brien. Jeffrey Peters, Alex M, and Cody that is the end of that. Good job, guys. Oh, Josh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Josh says, I hate how many of these I've seen. Yeah, I also, a couple of extra points there for you, sir. Thank you very much for contributing. I appreciate it greatly. Very, very much. Thank you. So yeah, we all know that I'm a sucker for the Amityville saga. All right, here we go with Amityville movie number 4. I think there's 5 of these. Let me just double check my notes and I'll tell you exactly how many there are. There are 6 of these, so there's 6 total. Here comes number 3. Number 3 is, or number 4. I'm sorry, this is number 4. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Number 4. Lisa Templeton begins a new job as a cleaner at High Hopes Hospital, a mental institution in Amityville, Long Island. Initially delighted to get the job, she soon realizes that all is not as it seems. 30 seconds starting now. Let's see which Amityville movie this is. As far as I know, I think this only had one title, I believe. I think, but I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty sure this only had one title. Sometimes it got confusing when they would re-release things in like 17 different titles, but this one I don't believe that they did that with. All right, coming up on that 30-second mark, and we've hit it. J Stacks is again always right at that 30-second mark. J Stacks, right on there. The correct answer is Amityville Asylum. Point there. Yes, very Rob Ebsen, oddly British version. Yeah, it's super British. Mad Respect. Point there. Phantom Orchestra. Joshua Candidate. Whoops. Didn't put you up there. Joseph. Lord Viger. Scenes from the Couch. The Fun Guy. Aaron Kelly. Sir Nutty. Grimaldi. Alan Plum. Josh Woodrum. Rob M. Daniel Nicholas. Alex M. Jeffrey Peters. A lot of you guys got this one. Thomas O'Brien. Cody Hatfield. And the final one, Michael Grimes. Good job, guys. Okay. Here we go. Here's the next one. Number 5. 2 more to go. Can you do it? Here we go. Number 5. Kathy moves into a new home and soon comes into contact with a toy with ancient evil powers. 2 researchers must locate this possessed item before Kathy and anyone else she encounters becomes a sex slave for Satan. What movie is that? What movie is that? It's a strange one. Yeah, I actually did cover the Town of Dread Sundown in it was either in a mini Timeline Mania episode or in that gigantic 50 movie thing. But I've definitely covered that one. Those are the first movie I love, and I actually really like the second one, the remake, sort of non-remake thing, until a certain point. All right, we're cutting off with Joseph there. The answer is Amityville Vibrator. That is correct. Amityville Vibrator. Josh Woodrum got that one correct as well. Rob M. also. Cody Hatfield. I swear did Cody's avatar like literally just change? The Fun Guy. Alan Plum. Scenes from the Couch. Alex M. Jeffrey Peters. Brian Wargle. Michael Grimes. And that's it. There we go. Right? Oh, hold on. Yeah. Okay. Amityville Vibrator. Yes. Another one that is very much entertaining. All right. Here we go. Number 6. The final question of this round. I'm sure you guys are all very happy about that. Here we go. The final Amity Calamity. Jackie and Danny are spending the holiday week in therapy instead of at the dinner table. Their marriage has taken a turn for the worse, and they turn to what they believe to be their only option. Amityville couples counselor Frank DeMonico, a doctor with a hidden, sinister past. Which Amityville sequel is that one? I believe, and again, I have actually spoken to the director of this one as well, too. I believe this may be the cheapest entry. This may have been produced for the lowest amount of money out of all of the Amityville movies. I'm not quite sure if that's true or not, but it might just be. All right, we've hit the 30-second mark, and we're cutting it off at Aaron Kelly. The correct answer is Amityville Thanksgiving, not to be confused with Amityville Turkey Day, which is coming out soon. Thomas O'Brien, Michael Grimes, Scenes from the Couch, Cody, Jeffrey Peters, Joseph, Alex, Alan. All right, that's it. All right, good job. There you go. There's everybody that made it within the 30 seconds there. Is Amityville Ripper good? I love any Ripper theme movies. No. And in Turkey Day, is that a joke? No, there actually is an Amityville movie coming out called Amityville Turkey Day. So there you go. Yes, congratulations to anybody that got all of those correct. So good job on that one. All right, let's go on to our next round. Which is called Famous Last Words. I believe this is the easiest round that I have in here. I'm not sure, but this might be the easiest one. These are the final lines of famous horror films. All you gotta do is name the film. So just tell me what the movie is that this is the final words spoken on screen for. Here comes the first one. Are you ready? I'm gonna try not to do the voices in order to not give hints. The first one I know is 2 different characters talking. Giant evil gods. I wish I could have seen them. I know, that would have been a fun weekend. What is that from? Giant evil gods. I wish I could have seen them. I know, that would have been a fun weekend. What's that from? 30 seconds are counting up. And we're getting close, and we have hit it. And again, right at that 30-second marks is Jay Stacks with the correct answer of Cabin in the Woods. God, I love that movie. I cannot believe I have not yet covered that movie for something on the channel. I've never had that movie on the channel for anything. Ouija, that's a new one. I'll put you up on the board. Ouija. The Fun Guy, Cabin in the Woods. Jalen Jones. Josh Woodrum. Jeffrey Peters. Alan. Joseph. Tracy. Otis. Scenes from the Couch. Aaron Kelly, Daniel Nicholas, Rob M, Spikes, whoop there, Sir Dunny. Oh, Rob is here. Rob Dorn. All right, Rob. Cody. Graham Audi. Major Blaze. I'm Major Blaze. I'm giving you this. It's one slight letter off. I'm gonna go ahead and give that. You know what? I'm sorry. You know what? I can't, because I said I was going to count spelling and I didn't count somebody else for their spelling. So I apologize. Spelling is going to be crucial. Brian, Thomas O.B., Alex M., John Estrada. I thought I had you up at the first time on the board. Can't get no. Michael Grimes. All right, and that is it. That is our points for that one. But yes, it would make a really good unanswered questions. I keep on saying I should probably do that. I also thought about doing like I did for the Waxworth video, doing like a scene by scene of going through with all the monsters. But yeah, so it would be kind of fun to do that as well. I should probably do that. Basically, if you don't hear me call out your name, it's because it came in after the point that I'm saying is the cutoff. At least it's showing off to that way for me. Once I hit the cutoff point, but yes. But no, I didn't. I actually did not. I didn't count. I've not counted a couple of people for misspelling. The only time but if I missed it, but if I did, tell me and I'll check it out. Number 2. I used to hate the water. I can't imagine why. I used to hate the water. I can't imagine why. This is probably the easiest one of the bunch, I think. At least if you know me. Should be the easiest one. Get there to that end. I'm expecting everybody to get up at this point. If not, I'll be very sad. I'm counting these points up for a while, and we've now hit the 30-second mark, and we're cutting it off at this name. A point there. Don, a point. Daniel. Phantom Orchestra. Jalen Jones. Ouija. The Fun Guy and Aaron Kelly. Tracy Palma and Josh. Cody and Joseph. I Suck at Gaming. Alex. Otis. Josh Woodrum and Stephen Crabtree. I'm running out of space. Alan Plum and Mary Lou Maloney. Jay Stacks and Brian Warble. Rob and Lord Biger. Sean Robertson and S. Dunny. Spikes and Can't Get No. Jeffrey Peters and Casey Baines. Oh, hey, Casey. Scenes from a Couch and Michael Grimes. Thomas O'Brien. And that's it. Okay. There we go. A lot of points on that one, guys. A lot of points on that one. Okay. Here we go. Yes, Josh Woodman was correct with make sure that you have live chat and not top chat on. That was kind of important. So, can't get into it. I'm working on that Lego set as I watch this. I saw that Lego set yesterday. I was so, oh God, it looks so good. It was, I kind of wanted it. All right, here we go. Number 3. This should be a gimme. How much fuel do we have? Not much. All right. What movie's that? How much fuel do we have? Not much. All right. I'm expecting a lot of points here, guys. Time is clicking. We're about 20 seconds in. You got about 10 more seconds to get answers in here. Oop. It's not Morbius. It's definitely not Morbius. All right. Cutting it off at Aaron Kelly. The correct answer is Dawn of the Dead. Scenes from the Couch got that as well. Lord Vlager. Dawn. Joseph. Sir Dunny. Rob M. Brian Wargle. The Fun Guy. Jeffrey Peters. John Estrada. Thomas O'Brien. Otis. Josh Woodrum. Justin Stewart. Daniel Nicholas. Alan Plum. And that is it. That's all of our answers. All right. Every time I see Otis Driftwood up on the board, I just can't help but think Otisburg. Otisburg? Otisburg? All right, question number 4. Here we go. Ernest Hemingway once wrote, "The world is a fine place and worth fighting for." I agree with the second part. What movie is that from? Which horror movie? And I don't want to hear people try to claim that this is not a horror movie. It's a horror movie. What is that the final line from? Oh, I want it spelled correctly. I want it spelled the way it should be spelled. The way the movie spells it. If you've already put up your answer, I'll give you a chance to correct it. All right. Getting close to the end here. Got about 10 more seconds to go. And we're going to stop it at the Fun Guy. The correct answer is S7N. That's right. S7N is the correct answer. Fun Guy is correct there. Case Bain, correct. Bad Wolf. I know you're on here. Where are you? There you are. Scenes from a Couch. Thomas O'Brien. Mary Lou. Dawn. Ouija. Phantom Orchestra. Brian Wargle. Megan C. The Mad Respect. Cody. Alan Plum. Whoops, wait. Michael Grimes. Sir Dunny. Tracy Bana. Aaron Kelly. Middle School Gravy's here, everybody. Middle School Gravy. Jay Stacks. And Joseph. Rob M. Jeffrey Peters. Spikes. Alex M. Josh Woodrum. John Estrada. Can't get no. This is taking a while. I apologize. And that's it. Okay, there we go. We've reached it there. Yes, it could. It's not though. Spoiler. I actually contemplated having the final line of Silence the Lambs, but I feel like that's one of the most well-known, very, very, very known. Okay, here we go. Question number 5, which I believe is the final one. Let me take a look here. Yes, there's one more of these. Here we go. This is the tougher one. This is the a little bit tougher. Number 5. And where do you live, Simon? I live in the weak and wounded, Doc. What is that? The final line from. And where do you live, Simon? I live in the weak and wounded, Doc. What is that from? This is the toughest one of the bunch, I think. And coming up on our 30 seconds here. And we're about to call it. And let's call it. We're going to cut it off right there with Don Young. The correct answer is Session 9. Joseph got that correct as well. Daniel Nicholas. Ouija. Cody Hatfield. Scenes from the Couch. Megan C. Jay Stacks and the Mad Respect. Jeffrey Peters and Alex M. Alan Plum and Sir Dunny. Middle School Gravy and Rob M. Oops, over here. Josh Woodrum and Thomas O'Brien. And Orca and Mike Grimes. Brian Wargold and Intoxicated Masculinity. I believe that is tough. Okay. Guys, good job on that round. Here we go. Going on to the next round. This is a picture round. That's right. I'm going to show you a picture of a masked killer. And you get what the movie they're from. Where they from. Again, I'm looking for spelling. And there is a space title. This has to be present. If there's no space in the title, the space cannot be. All right, here we go. Here's your first picture. What movie is this map from? There. What is that from? Up to it. an audio problem. Can you guys hear me? We seem to be having an audio issue. Can everyone see the picture? Okay, hold on a minute. Okay, hopefully it's going in now. I'm going to give it a little bit extra time. We're going to restart the time in 30 seconds. If you can see the picture, we're going to start now. What is this from? Sorry about that. I don't know what happened with that glitch there. The internet seems to be working okay here. But, all right. And that's our 30 seconds, and we'll cut it off with Joseph. The correct answer is You Might Be the Killer. A very fun movie. Phantom Orchestra had that. The Fun Guy and Rob M had it as well. Jeffrey Peters and Daniel had it. Scenes from the Couch had it, as did Megan C. Michael Grimes and Middle School. Alex M. and Ouija. Alan Plum and Cody had it. Sir Dunny and The Mad Respect had it. Jay Stacks had it, as did Aaron Kelly. Josh Woodrum and Thomas O'Brien had it. Mary Lou Maloney and Lord Vlagar had it. Michael Grimes had it, and wait, didn't I already score? Yeah. Michael Grimes was the final one with the correct one. But actually, I already scored you. Okay. I already gave you the point from the glitch. Okay. Here we go. Number 2. Number 2. Here we go. Here's the next horror movie, Mask. What is this from? What is that one from? Our good friend Mike Rotella worked on this movie. And it was directed by Dave Parker, who goes to Horror Movie Trivia, who I'll see on Thursday. All right, we got about 10 seconds left to go. And we've hit our 30-second. We're going to cut it off with the Phantom Orchestra with The Hills Run Red, which is the correct answer there. All right. Sir Dunny and Tracy Palma got that too. Thomas O'Brien and Josh Woodrum. Rob M. and Alan Plum. Jay Stacks and Scenes from the Couch. Joseph and The Mad Respect. Megan C. and Alex M. The Fun Guy and Aaron Kelly. Cody Hatfield and Jeffrey Peters. Brian Wargle and John Estrada. And Michael Grimes is the final one with that correct answer. Casey Baines came in with the character's name. The character was called Dollface, but the movie is oh wait, did Jay Stacks have a misspelled? Yeah, he did. The Hill Run Red. You're right. Thank you for being honest. I did not see that. I missed that myself. So, all right, good job, guys. Thank you. Yeah, why would you put barbed wire on your mask? Silly guy. What a silly doll face guy. All right, here we go. Here comes the next one. This one's maybe more obscure. I don't know. I don't know how obscure this one is, but this one is a little older. But what movie is this? What is the name of this movie? I have covered this one. I've covered this one in an older video I did. Let's see how many people get this one. All right. All right, we're getting close to that 30-second mark. Here we go. And we have hit that point. And the final one, we're going to cut it off with Scenes from the Couch with the correct answer of Edge of the Axe. It does kind of look like Bruiser. A couple of people with Bruiser. Jay Stacks does have that correct, as does Sir Dunny. Where's Sir Dunny there? Phantom Orchestra and Jeffrey Peters. Aaron Kelly and Rob M. Cody Hatfield and Tracy Palma also. Whoops. Can't Get No and Mary Lou. Joseph and Josh. Alan and Mad Respect. The Fun Guy and Casey Bain. Oh, sorry, actually, Casey, I gotta take that away because they're missing the Fun Guy. Megan C. and Thomas O'Brien. Michael Grimes and Brian Wargle. And Alex M. is the final correct answer there. There we go. All right. Here we go. You ready for the next one? Number 4. There's 5 in this one. Here we go. What movie is this guy from? What slasher, horror flick, or whatever you want to call it features this character wearing this mask? All right, let's see how well we do here, because this is going to be a little tricky. I love this mask. I love it. Kind of curious to see if somebody else was going to put a different answer. All right, so we're going to cut it off right there, and cut off with Cody. And the correct answer is stage fright. All one word, no space. If you have a space and you put stage space fright, that one's not correct. So Cody had it, as did Mary Lou. Jalen Jones had that, as did Alan Plum. John Estrada and Rob M. had it correct. Come on, Rob M's name. There you go. Brian Wargle and Thomas O'Brien. And Alex M. All right. Gets a little tricky with that, with the space. All right. So yeah, there's no space in there. It's just one word. And here is the final mask. the final movie, The Final Mask. What is this movie? What is this from? I did. Which one? Can somebody let me know which one I gave a point to with a space between? I thought I was careful. But what horror movie is this one from? What horror movie is this guy? Let's see if we can try to throw people a curveball here. See if it works. We're closing. I got about 5 seconds left. You got an answer. Get it in there very quickly. And our time is up. And the correct answer is, a lot of people putting Kabuki Cop, which I don't think is a movie, but the correct answer is Stage Fright with a space. This one is Stage Space Fright, which is the whole reason why I made that rule in the beginning and made sure to tell everybody to be careful about it. Because I wanted to feature both stage frights, the one with the space and the one without. Aaron Kelly and Alex M. both got that correct. And let's see. That's it. That is about it. Everybody else thought it was Kabuki Cop, which I don't think is a real movie, unless maybe it's Sergeant Kabuki Man NYPD, which is not that one. So there you go. All right. So here goes. Here we go. Our next round. Round 5. Put on the subtitles. I am going to tell you a horror movie and the number of that horror movie, and you tell me what the subtitle is. For example, if I said Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3, you would simply answer Dream Warriors. That's it. Just tell me what the subtitle is of these horror movies. I don't know if this one's hard or not. You guys will have to tell me. But here we go. Number 1. Hellraiser 6. Hellraiser 6. What is the subtitle of Hellraiser 6? Let's see. See how well everybody knows they're crappy Hellraiser sequels, because there's 900 of them. And we're getting close to that 30-second mark, and we are there. And the final one, the cutoff point is can't get no. But there's a misspelling there, so we'll have to go up to Megan C for the correct answer of Hellseeker. Hellraiser 6 is Hellseeker, with Christy Cotton returning. So Megan C gets a point. J Stacks gets a point. Rob M and Alan Plum get a point. The Mad Respect and Scenes from the Couch. Daniel and Joseph. The Fun Guy and Josh. Alex M and Jeffrey Peters. Intoxicated Masculinity and Michael Grimes. All right. That is it for that one. Good job, guys. Cool. Yes. That is the one that randomly brings Christy back. You are correct. Good job. Thomas, I believe it's probably because it came in after the cutoff. And again, it might be because, again, this might be that old thing about before, about how the way that I see it is the actual way. So it's pretty much, if I don't count it, it's probably because once I say the cutoff, it shows up for me as being after the cutoff. So that's why. Okay, here we go. Next one. Get ready. Phantasm 4. Phantasm 4. What is the subtitle of that one? There we go. What is the subtitle of Phantasm 4? A film series that I adore and love very, very much and have not covered enough. I mean, I've definitely covered it a few times, but I haven't really. I want to do an unanswered questions, but I'm also definitely afraid of doing an unanswered questions. All right, there's our cutoff point, and we're cutting it off with Dawn. The correct answer is Oblivion, really making use of the IV for part 4 in there. So a point for Dawn, a point for Tracy, and Lord Boron. Scenes from the Couch and Aaron Kelly. John Estrada and Cody. Cody getting very particular with the spelling there with the IV, bigger, much just like they did on the video box. Daniel and Joseph. Josh and Fungi. J Stacks and Sir Dunny, also highlighting the IV there. I will give the Phantasm movies credit for really doing that with the IV and then stressing the V in Ravager. Casey Bain and the Mad Respect. Spikes and Megan C. Rob M. and Jeffrey Peters. Brian Wargle and Sean Robertson. Alex M. and Justin Stewart. Alan Plum and Thomas O'Brien. Intoxicated Masculinity and Michael Grimes. And there we go. That is everybody that got that one correct before the time punch. All right, here we go. Getting ready for number 3. Return of the Living Dead 4. Return of the Living Dead 4. What is it? Yeah, there's Phantasm is always good to do a rewatch with. It's always a fun rewatch. Just because it's such a weird and uneven series, but it's just, I don't know, it's really cool. I love it. Even if it's not great all the time, it's always doing something really interesting. We're looking for the subtitle of Return of the Living Dead Part 4. What is it? Got about 10 more seconds to get your answer in. And here we go. Getting ready to cut it off. And we're going to hit 30 seconds there. And the correct answer, we'll cut it off with Aaron Kelly. The correct answer is Necropolis. Necropolis is Part 4. Rave to the Grave is Part 5. Aaron Kelly and Fat F have that one correct. Rob M and Phantom Orchestra. Oops. Senor Senai and Sir Dunny. Don Young and Jeffrey Peters. Joseph and the Fun Guy. Daniel and Josh. Scenes from the Couch. And Tommy. Welcome aboard, Tommy. Cody and Alan. Alex M. and Michael Grimes. Okay, that is correct. All right. Now let's go to number 4 here. No, you're not weird. Everybody has a favorite one. I like part 3 quite a bit. I part 1 is by far the best one to me, but I completely get loving part 3. It's really great. Question number 3. Here we go. What is the subtitle of Candyman 3? Candyman 3 is the subtitle of what? I think it was I mean, obviously it's like the sexy zombie is what let's face it, like Mindy, I can't remember her last name. She was just so damn attractive in it, and she made a really good evil looking zombie. But there you go. Candyman 3 is called what? There's our 30-second mark. And Megan C is our cutoff point with Day of the Dead. Point there for you. Dawn, point there. Farewell to the Flesh was part 2. Michael Grimes and Can't Get No had it correct. Aaron Kelly and Rob M. Josh Woodrum and Cody. Daniel and Joseph. Alan and Sir Dunny. The Fun Guy and Alex M. Brian Wargle and Justin Stewart. Where do I have? There. Thomas O'Brien and Tommy. Jeffrey Peters. That's the final one there of that challenge. Okay. Here we go. Sean Robinson and I included there's 3 Candyman movies. There's actually 4, including the new Candyman movie. There's 4 total. And the first one's great. The second one's pretty good. The third one's kind of dumb. And then I like the reboot, the modern one. I thought it was pretty cool. No, the Day of the Dead is the one with Donna D'Errico. That's the one that we covered right here. So, okay, here we go. Silent Night, Deadly Night 5. What is the subtitle of Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 5? Goji Kaiju watched Easy Rider tonight for the first time. That's got to be an experience, man. I'm kind of envious of that. That's such a weird, interesting movie, and it's such a product of the time. Great movie. All right, we're running out of time here. Okay. We're going to cut it off at Casey Bain. The correct answer here is the toy maker. We need a space in between toy and maker. And whoops. Point for Casey. Point for Fat. Where are you? You're wrong here. There you are. Sir Dunny and Aaron Kelly. Jeffrey Peters and Don Young. Megan C. and Mary Lou. Senior and Scenes. Tommy and Nicholas. Alan and Joseph. Tracy and Rob M. Cody and Justin Stewart. Alex M. and Michael Grimes. Okay, there we go. I believe that is the last one of that, and I believe we are getting down to the final round. Here we go. This is the final round. These questions are a little bit tougher, I guess. I don't know. I guess we'll find out if they are or not. But this is your last round of the night. So here we go. Question number 1. The most recent Friday the 13th film reboot was canceled after the failure of what theatrical horror film? There was a movie that bombed, and after it bombed, they said, you know what? We're not going to do this Friday the 13th thing after all. What movie was that? I'm kind of curious to see if this whole remake thing is even the TV series thing is going to happen or not. Doesn't seem like it is at this point. I don't know. It's up in the air. Who knows at this point? All right, we're hitting our 30-second mark and call it right there. And we're going to cut it off at Aaron Kelly. The correct answer is Rings, the Ring sequel that bombed pretty big time. And right afterwards, they were like, yeah, no more Friday the 13th. So a point for Aaron Kelly, a point for Alan Plum and Megan C. Point for Joseph and Scenes from the Couch. Josh Woodrum and Alex M. Michael M. and Thomas O'Brien. I'm running out of space. Evan Trainer and Brian Wargle. And that's it. That's everybody that got that one. Very good. Good job, guys. Okay. Speaking of, there's an interesting video coming out next month from me. I don't know. I'll find out. What's interesting is, was it Larry Zerner? The guy that plays Shelley in Friday the 13th Part 3. I don't know if you guys know this, but he's actually a lawyer now. And he represents Victor Miller, the guy that now has, the writer of the first Friday the 13th movie. And he actually goes to horror trivia every month. And so I see him. So we always see Shelley from Friday the 13th Part 3. And he's always given us some scoop. I'll have to ask him if that's even still a thing. All right, here we go. Next question. Question number 2. I can't talk right now. Here we go. The credits for Halloween do not name Michael Myers' parents, but the novelization does. What are their names? What are the names of Michael Myers' father and mother? What is it? I don't really know him. I see him at horror trivia and say hi, and he talks to our group, and we talk to their group and everything like that. So it's weird. I don't know if I know him or anything like that, but I do see him on a regular basis and talk to him briefly. So. All right, we are getting close to the time frame here. Let's see what we got. And yes, this is definitely not the Rob Zombie version. Absolutely. All right, we're going to call it right there. And, whoops, Rob M has it correct with Peter and Edith are their names. Peter and Edith. That's our cutoff. A point for Rob. Mad Respect got it. Senior Sensei Scenes from a Couch. Jeffrey Peters. Cody Hatfield. Daniel Nicholas. And that's it. All right, good job, guys. Told you these ones are definitely a little bit tougher. But yeah, Judith is his sister. Whoops. But yeah, okay. Yeah, just have Loomis. Why did you say that name? All right. Anyhow, next one. Question number 3. In Gremlins 2, when Gizmo first multiplies, he forms 4 new Mogwai. What are their names? That's right. In the first movie, really only Gizmo and Stripe got a name. But in part 2, all 4 of them, the new ones, had names because they were much sillier looking guys. What were they? What were their 4 names? What are their names? I didn't start the timer, so what are the names of those 4 Mogwais? Is this going to be the first one that no one's going to get? I guess we're going to find out. We're getting close. And yes, please, no Googling. I pulled this out of my head without Googling. All right, here we go. Hitting that 30-second mark. Hitting that second mark, and we're going to hit stop. And it looks as if we did have... Whoop, there's our cutoff. Grimaldi, Lenny, Mohawk, Daffy, and George were the 4. I've had that buried in my head mainly because of doing the Gremlins Unanswered Questions video and talking about those guys and learning their history. Jeffrey Peters had that correct as well, too, and I believe that was it. That is all. Anything else came after the cutoff time or has spelling. We're doing spelling issues. Oops. Okay. Question number 4. I think there's 5 of these. So we're getting close to the final question. Let me see how many more I got. Let me just double check. Yes, there's 2 more questions. Here we go. In the 30s and 40s project, I've already covered several films that feature both Karloff and Lugosi. What was their very first film together? What was their first film together? Boris Karloff and Bela Lugosi. Not really. I guess that there wasn't like a specific reason. I guess that they just kind of named them that way. At least that's what it said when I was doing the whole thing. So, all right, coming close up on that 30-second mark. Here we go. A few more seconds. Get that answer in. And there's 30 seconds. We'll stop and we'll cut it off with Cody. The correct answer is the Black Cat. Good job, Cody. And J Stacks, correct one there. Casey Bain and Alan Plum, correct. Thomas O'Brien and Tracy Palma, correct. Alex M and Megan C. Rob M and Spikes. Phantom Orchestra and Jeffrey Peters. Can't Get No and Mad Respect. I Suck at Gaming and Brian Wargle. Okay, good job. He did indeed. He got skinned. Great flick. Okay, here we go. The final question of the night. Question number 5. Here we go. In the 1978 Dawn of the Dead, there was one store featured that didn't actually exist in the mall, and they shot that scene elsewhere. What store was it? Which store did they have to go somewhere else to film? Because it was not actually in the mall. A mall that I worked at a mall that I am wearing the t-shirt of right now at this very moment. But yeah, I worked in that store for years. That mall for years. I worked at a camera store. And my dad had a clothing store there also. And we're going to hit stop and cut it off with Alex. The correct answer is the gun store. Just anything about the gun shop I will take. Alex had that correct. Sir Dunny had it correct. There's that. Don and the fun guy, I will take ammo store is totally fine. That is where they... Casey had that correct. Megan C. Phantom Orchestra and Josh Woodrum. Rob M. and Otis. Major Blazer and Evan Trainer. Justin Stewart. And that's it. There we go. All right, guys. So that's all the questions I have for you guys. So let me see how we did here. Let me see. Give me a second here while I tally up some scores and see who our winner for the night is, because I kind of lost track as we were going through. There's a lot of points here. Let me see. I know some of our higher earners there. Jeffrey Peters got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26. Aaron K got 19. Grimaldi got 6. Intoxicated Masculinity got 3. Scenes from a Couch got 5, 10, 15, 20, 23. Good job. We're looking to beat 26 at this point. Let's see here. I'm just going to go to some of the bigger scratches. Alan Plum, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 27. Alan Plum takes the lead. Can anybody beat that? 5, 10, 15, 20, 24 for Rob M. I'm not quite there. Cody Hatfield, 5, 10, 15, 25. Oh, Cody Hatfield takes the lead with 30. See if anybody can beat 30. 15. Oh, Alex M sneaks ahead with 33. And that might be it. 5, 10. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 31. Josh Woodrum with 31. Very close call there. So it looks like the winner of tonight with 33 points is going to be Alex M. So there you go. Good job there. Good scoring. I hope that you guys enjoyed the new scoring thing up there. I will probably post something up tomorrow with a tally up of the scores of how everybody did, how many points we did. I'm kind of curious. I'm curious to see if you guys like this more than what I was doing before. This does make the game longer. It stretches things out a little bit because it takes me a lot more time to tally up the scores. I think if I do it again next time, I might try to have somebody with me to help me tally up the points a little bit, because I don't know if that made it go a little bit too slow, but we'll see. But I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I tried to go a little bit tougher, but apparently it wasn't that tough. A lot of you guys got a lot of the questions, so it seems as if you guys got those pretty good. But hope you had fun. I know I did. I thought this was a good. Get out of there. I want to take this out of there. But so we'll have to see. But let me know if you see, because Jeffrey Peters says that he likes the original one better. Yeah, that was my concern. I think next time if I have somebody help me tally up the scores, I can go quicker in between. Because yeah, that it did. I don't know if it's tough for me to kind of go through that whole roster like that, but we'll figure it out. I'll fine tune this. I looked into some of those things like Kahoot, which are like online things where it's basically like it'll tally up the scores for you and everything like that. But they're really freaking expensive. They're like $400 a year to do, and it's like, all right, I don't really do this that much in order for it to be really worth it. So I don't know. Tom again wants to know, do I have an idea what my next one will be? I kind of do. It will be the week of I don't know specifically the date, but it will be the week of September. It'll be like the first or second week of September. I have it roughly scheduled for September 9th, which is a Monday, but it may be a Tuesday. It's going to depend upon my my work schedule and where I will be. But we'll figure it out. In the meantime, if you have played before, let me know which of the formats that you liked better. If you liked it better with the speed component, or if you liked this better, and what you thought worked better. We'll have to see. But yeah. Other than that, I hope you guys had fun. On Friday, there's a video, a video coming out for you guys. There is a rather long episode of Unanswered Questions that I think that if you know some of the upcoming releases of movies that are coming out, I'm pretty sure you could probably guess which movie I'm doing an Unanswered Questions about. Next Monday, you have a new Dead Last that focuses on some cool concept. I figured since there's a Crow movie coming out and there's a Hellboy movie coming out, I thought it might be fun to do to rank up some horror superheroes. So that's coming up next Friday, not this coming Friday, but next Friday. You've got the first episode of the 1983 sci-fi 80s project, which is pretty cool. In about 2 weeks, you've got the debut of the 20s project. That's right. I'm watching a bunch of old silent movies and enjoying them quite a bit. They're damn good. There's some good stuff from the 20s. So look forward to that also. And then, yeah, I've got some pretty solid stuff coming up in September. There's like a list of some spider movies. There's a list of like fairy tale horror flicks. There's some Friday the 13th fan film stuff coming up. I have a special new Dead Last that I'm going to ask you guys for your contribution for. That'll probably be the video for that, asking you guys for your entries. You'll see that coming up. I have something kind of fun that I want to do. So yeah, a lot of stuff is coming up. I'm not letting this new job slow me down. It's coming up. I'm still watching movies all the time. I'm watching movies while I'm working. It's slow enough. I'm doing a lot of writing while I'm there at the store. So yeah, a lot of stuff happening. And I think you're going to see some really hot stuff come from the channel very soon. But I don't know. But thank you for joining me tonight with this special trivia, and I'll see you guys again pretty soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.